The following content this episode is owned by Best Galaxy Australian Studios. Re-uploading episode for without permission will be strongly prohibited.
News are finally the next. On Best Galaxy Australian breaking news in Sunday weekend.
Good evening, welcome to Best Galaxy Australian breaking news. My name is Galaxy Australian Guy. News 1. There are so many viewers, 1,000 for donating to Turkey and Syria. There are 30,000 injuries and many thousands died from earthquake decisions in the memory back in February 2023. Starting the Turkey and Syria earthquake decisions. South Africa's foreign ministry has summoned the US ambassador over allegations he made that the country had provided arms and ammunition to Russia for its war in Ukraine. Amid the diplomatic fallout, South Africa's foreign minister, Naledi Pandor, would also speak with the US Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, South Africa's Department of International Relations and Cooperation said in a statement posted on Twitter. The US ambassador, Ruben Brigitte, said at a press conference on Thursday that South Africa had loaded weapons and ammunition onto a Russian vessel, which is under sanctions, at the Simonstown naval base near Cape Town in December last year. The arms were then transported to Russia, Brigitte said. In News 3. We finally have grand opening tomorrow in Everything Media, the first social media. It was owned by Best Galaxy Australian Studios. Many of 1,000 viewers needs to the new show podcasts. Bads and goods from social media community. The following social media international like Russia, China, United Kingdom, United States, Indonesia, Malaysia, Canada, New Zealand and Australia viewers from Everything Media show.
In News 4, the deaths of dozens of civilians in fighting in the far south of Sudan and an outbreak of communal violence in the rest of Darfur region have fueled fears that communities across the frontier regions of Africa's third biggest country are being drawn into the bloody contest between two rival generals. Fighting in the southern state of North Kordofan between militias aligned with the Rapid Support Forces (RSF) paramilitary group and local brigades of the Sudanese army has centered on the strategically important state capital, El Obeid. The two sides went to war and the civilians in the middle got hurt in their houses, said Hafiz Mohammed, the UK-based Director of Justice Africa Sudan, who is from the region. The city sits astride key communications links between Khartoum and Darfur, the home of the RSF leader, Mohamed Hamdan Dagalo, known as Hemedti, and many of his fighters. It also has an airstrip, which like others across the country is crucial to the army's air superiority and therefore a valuable target for the RSF.
And finally, News 5, Sweden has won the 67th Eurovision Song Contest in a helter-skelter show that spanned chintzy Europop, anti-war protests and a continent's support for Ukraine. The Swedish singer-songwriter Loreen started the night as a runaway favorite but faced a late challenge from Finland's wildly popular Karija, a fan favorite inside the raucous Liverpool arena. Her win means Sweden equals Ireland's record 7 Eurovision wins. Loreen, 39. That's all news. It's time to podcast. We'll be right back. Commercial break.
Punta na tayo sa Year 8, kung saan lahat ay okay. Sa Year 8, lahat dito ay super mura. Lahat mga maganda dito sa Year 8. Sa Year 8, napatunayan na ng bayan, wala namang iba. Quality shopping ang aming dala. Mapapajoy talaga kayo. Ang supermarket namin ay Year 8.
BK $6 your way deal for a limited time. It's a royal still. Burger, fries, and chicken fries all your way for a feast on a budget. Head to BK. BK, have it your way.
Try a train game that for some reason does not work for you? Do you want to experience an arcade-like game that gives you all you ever wanted? Well, we have a solution for you. Prepare your brakes with Stepford County Railway, the best Roblox train game to ever play on. In this game, you can do whatever you want. Drive trains, go on trains, dispatch trains, guard trains, and even signal trains. You don't have to be a professional. You can pick a train, pick a route, and drive as long as you want. We have lots of trains to choose from, ranging from the train, a bigger train, and the gay train. With all these options, your experience will never end. But wait, there's more. There are more than 80 routes to drive in the game, so you can have hours of discovering. But wait, there's more. If you are sick of driving one operator, you could drive in 3 other operators. You could drive Connect, an operator connecting the entire county, Waterline, a line that crosses across the waters, Airlink, connecting the airport to other cities, and Express, the fastest way to get from A to B. Not convinced yet? Look at these satisfied customers.
I've been playing SCR for years and the fun never seems to end.
Before I found out SCR, it was hard for me to find a train game to play efficiently. However, SCR is runnable enough for me, and now I can enjoy the driving experience I need.
I like trains.
If you're convinced to try out, don't prepare to pull your wallet. It's free on Roblox. But if you call right now, you will have access to all trains and routes, all at a £30 value, for free. It's a wonderful gift for Christmas. Hurry before the offer ends. What are you waiting for? Play now!
In order to dispatch guard or signals, training is required. Most trains and routes are sold separately. The first satisfied customer is in good position. Please do not take this down. Includes in-app purchases. As prepared before going on. Values are included.
This is Best Galaxy Australian Breaking News Podcast. Hello, welcome to back the Best Galaxy Australian Breaking News Podcast. In Podcast 1, nearly MGA Jaggers in Saturday because from Riri 15 birthday has the reached 15 years old man called Riri Akarashi. He was co-hoster in MGA Jaggers. In Podcast 2, Volodymyr Zelensky has landed in Berlin, according to a post on the Ukrainian president's Twitter feed, as he seeks to shore up support from key allies. Already in Berlin, Zelensky tweeted shortly after midnight on Sunday, arriving from Italy where he met with Italian officials and Pope Francis. The German government has announced a further €2.7 billion of military aid to Ukraine, its biggest such package since the Russian invasion. Russian missiles struck the hometown of Ukraine's Eurovision entry during the song contest. Ternopil, the university hometown of electronic music duo Tvorkai, was among the places targeted, according to Dame Melinda Simmons, the British ambassador to Ukraine. Local authorities said the strike had hit warehouses owned by commercial enterprises and a religious organization, injuring 2 people.
Okay, for now, Volodymyr Zelensky is the best president in Ukraine from Russian and Ukraine war.
The Russian news outlet Kommersant reported that 2 Russian fighter jets and 2 military helicopters had been shot down on Saturday close to the Ukrainian border. Kommersant said on its website that the Su-34 fighter bomber, Su-35 fighter, and 2 Mi-8 helicopters had made up a raiding party, and had been shot down almost simultaneously, in an ambush in the Bryansk region, adjoining northeast Ukraine.
Yeah, of course. He's the best president on Ukraine in the 2023 He Was first show in Ukraine television network called Volodymyr Zelensky. The British Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, will push other global leaders to pledge more support for Ukraine when he attends international summits next week, according to his office. Sunak will travel to Iceland on Tuesday to meet other European leaders attending a Council of Europe summit.
Ukraine, South Africa's presidential security advisor said the country was actively non-aligned in Russia's war against Ukraine after US allegations it had supplied weapons to Moscow led to a diplomatic crisis. Ukrainian forces have regained at least a kilometer of territory in Bakhmut amid a Russian withdrawal that reflects Moscow's severe shortage of credible combat units.
That's all for the podcast. We will see you next week at Sunday from We See You Tomorrow at Monday.